Hey Joakim, welcome back to an episode of Is It Worth It? So today's episode, this cool machine over here, and basically what this is a dining table set. And then see it comes with two of these bar stools right here, and then it comes with the actual table right here. And this is basically what the packaging looks like when you guys first get it. So the one that we got right here is the thick marble design, and we got the brown one. They do have another one that's like all white design, that's all white marble, or there's one that's like half black and half white. But the one that we got right here is the all brown design, and also the top part of the marble is also thick as well. So this is basically what the packaging looks like when you guys first get it. Let me actually open this up and show you guys what's included inside first. Alright, so we just cut it open. Let's open it up. Alright, so when you guys first open up, this is basically what it actually looks like. Let me bring the camera a little bit closer. So this is basically everything that's included right here. And we see we have the instruction manual, and we have all the different parts on here, and it's all well protected. Let me actually take everything out first to show you guys what's actually included inside. Alright, so when you guys take everything out, this is basically what's included right here. So they provide you guys the actual table right here. They provide you guys a stand for the table, or the pole that actually hold up the table. And I believe everything else is right here in terms of the bar stool and all the other accessories as well. And right here we have all the accessories and tools like the screws and everything. They just want to mount it onto the product and screw it in. And right here they provide you guys an instruction manual to teach you guys how to set it up and how to use it. So let's open up these boxes as well and open up the tools, and we'll start setting everything up. So we'll actually start setting up the table first, and then we'll work on the actual bar stool after. Alright, so here are all the different tools right here, and all of them are all labeled, so that you guys know which one is which. If you guys follow the instruction manual right here on how to actually set it up, then you should be fine. And for this setup, you do need to have a screwdriver to use it. Alright, so basically what you want to do first is to remove each one of these parts right here on the actual table. Let me actually bring the camera a little bit closer and see what I mean. So you can see in the corners right here, and also on the other side as well. You guys need to remove all these right here in order for you guys to stick the actual pole or the stick on here for the foundation. And then once you guys do that, you guys can actually screw in this part right here. So I'm actually move this part right here first and to show you guys how to set it up. Alright, so basically want to unscrew this part right here first. And when you guys unscrew this with a power drill, you want to be careful because the power drill does not fit into this part right here perfectly. So it's probably easier for you guys to use a screwdriver. Alright, so we've got this out. So now you can actually stick it on here. So basically want to take one of these right here first. And you basically want to stick this part in right here. But before you guys do that, you guys want to get the other part first. So for this part right here, you do need to get like the D, E, and also A. And you also need to get this tool right here to install it as well. So you can see in these holes right here, you basically want to actually screw it in right here using E and then D and then A together to actually go through this part right here to stick it onto the actual stick or the pole. So obviously for each part right here, you need to use two of them. You basically want to stick this side on the bottom, and this is the bottom part right here where it has a non-stick material and the non-scratch material as well. So you basically want to insert it right here. You want to make sure it fits inside that hole. And then you basically want to get the E and then a D and then A screw on top like this. Put it through each one right here. And then you guys want to screw it into a hole right here to actually hold up the actual foundation of the pole right here. So I'm going to screw both of them in first and then show you guys what it actually looks like. But literally setting up this part right here is not hard. It's pretty easy. Once you guys get to a certain point where you guys can't use your hand to turn it anymore, you guys can use the tool or accessory that they provide for you guys right here. And you basically want to go as tight as possible to make sure it's secure because you don't want to be loose when you guys are using the table. Alright, so that should be good. So I'm actually working this side right here and then bring it closer to show you guys what it actually looks like. Alright, so here's a close-up view of what it actually looks like on this side. I moved it over here because it has a better lighting so you can actually see how the process is and everything. So you basically want to stick this part inside right here. Make sure it goes into that hole and push it as close as possible. So same thing, we guys want to put E first and then D, and you guys want to put A on top. And you want to fit it into the hole and fit onto the actual stand itself, and you use your hand to screw it in. Once you guys screw it as close as possible, you guys can use the accessory that they provide for you guys to actually screw it in more closer because your hand can only do so much to screw it in. And you basically want to do the same thing on top right here as well. Alright, so that's the first way to go with that one as well. So now we're going to get this tool right here to actually screw it in since we can't use our hand. Alright, so that one should be good as well. So we finished two of them. Let me actually finish the other two as well and then show you guys what it actually looks like. Alright, so we just finished setting up the table. If you can see, this is basically what it actually looks like. So we're going to make sure all the screws are tight in, because if it's not tight in and it's loose, that's not a good thing. So you probably want to check on all of them again to actually make sure it's all tight. And once it's all tight, you have to flip the table to the other side. Alright, so the table should be good. Let me actually bring the camera a little bit closer to show you guys what it actually looks like before we flip it. Alright, so this is basically what the table looks like. So on all four of the legs right here, they do have the non-slip material right here and also the non-scratch material as well. So when you guys drag the table around, it won't scratch the floor or anything, which is pretty nice. And when you guys look at the interior of the actual table right here, this is basically what it actually looks like inside. It's definitely pretty high quality for the price you're paying for as well. But this is basically what the product looks like when you guys fully assemble a table. Let me flip it to the other side and show you guys what it actually looks like before we install the chairs. Alright, so when you guys flip the table over, this is basically what it actually looks like. Let me bring the camera over as well and show you guys what it actually looks like. Alright, so you definitely see the table is definitely pretty tall. But in terms of the fake marble material on here, it definitely looks really nice. Like I mentioned, they do have a white marble design. So whether you guys want that one or this one, that is up to you guys. And when you guys compare the table that we have right here versus the one that we have right here, the other table definitely feels like a high quality table and also is higher as well. But this one right here actually comes with a set of 4 of these chairs, whereas the other one will give you guys 2 bar stools. But this is basically what the table looks like when you guys fully install it. Let me actually install the chair as well and show you guys what that looks like. Alright, so this is basically everything that's included for the actual bar stool or the seat itself. If you guys don't know how to set it up, all the instructions provided for you guys right here. But let's start setting up to show you guys how to install it. So basically this part right here is the seat, and then right here is the foundation for the seat, and this part as well. So let's start working on one of them first. So I'm gonna get one of these and one of these right here. And basically I'm gonna get 2 of these. And you guys will need 2 of these right here. And we're gonna use the remainder of these screws right here. Alright, so first thing we want to do is set up this part right here. So when you guys install this part right here, you want to make sure this part is in the bottom. And this applies to both sides right here. So you go like this, and you basically want to screw in that part right here in the back. And you basically want to get the F screw option right here and put it in the actual hole right here. Once you guys put that part inside, you just want to get the B screw. And you basically want to screw it on the other side right here. Make sure it fits all the way in. So once you guys finish the part right here, you guys want to get the H accessory to actually cover this part up. So right here is the H accessory. So you just want to put it inside right here to actually cover it back up to make it look nice. So it should look something like that. You basically want to do the same thing for other side and also for the other chair as well. So I'm actually do that first and then show you guys what it actually looks like. Alright, so we just finished the other side right here, if you can see. So what I'm going to do next is to work on the bottom part right here. And basically how you set up that part there is by getting this part right here. And you basically need to get the C screw. And you will also need to use the H when you guys are done. That you guys did the same thing for here as well. So I'm going to flip it to the other side right here and put this through the hole right here. You can basically use your hand to screw it in as far as possible. And then once you guys can't use your hand anymore, you guys can use the accessory right here to actually make it tighter. Alright. So that should be good. So now we can put the cover right here. So you basically want to do the same thing, put the cover right here. And if you guys don't want to use the cover, you don't have to. You can leave it open if you guys want to, but it looks nicer if you guys do put the cover on. So once you guys finish this part, you want to do the same thing for the other one as well. Alright. So once you guys got this part done, you basically want to actually put this onto the other side right here and attach it together. You guys want to make sure this side has a tag. This side is what you guys want to put on top right here. Alright, so once you guys have that set up, you basically want to do the same thing and screw all of them on right here. So I'm actually do all that first and then show you guys what it actually looks like. Alright, so we just finished setting up this part right here. So what you guys want to do now is flip it back up. And then like I mentioned, if you guys want to use the H cover to actually cover up, you definitely can, but you don't have to if you don't want to. But basically what you're going to do now is to actually set up the seat right here. So basically I'll put this part right here on top right here, and you guys want to screw it in the bottom part right here. And you basically want to use the G screw to actually screw it on the bottom right here. So I'm actually do that first. So I'm actually going to piece of paper and put it on the ground to actually protect the actual seat to make sure it's clean. And then we'll flip it around to actually screw it in. I'm going to flip this around this way. And once you guys flip it this way, you basically want to get the G screw to actually screw it on here. And for this part right here, you need to have your own screwdriver, or like I mentioned, if you guys have power drill, that definitely works as well. So just for the first part right here, let me show you guys how to actually screw it in if you guys use a screwdriver. So basically want to put it right here and just screw it in. Alright. So basically want to do the same thing for all of them. If you guys want to do it faster, you can probably just use a power drill to actually do it. So just like this, put it inside right here and then drill it in. Alright. So see how much faster it is. So I'm actually do the same thing for R2 as well. Alright, so here's all set. So you basically want to do the same thing for the other one as well. But I'm actually flip this over and show you guys what it actually looks like first. Alright, so we flip it over. This is basically what the product looks like. So it's definitely a little bit wobbly, but I don't think that's a huge issue. But you can see when we actually move it, it definitely has that like non-stick material on the bottom to prevent it from like moving around. But the overall quality and build of the actual product, you didn't see, it definitely looks pretty nice. Very nice little seat cushion right here. And then we have a very good support on the chair right here. So I'm going to set up the other one as well and then show you guys what it actually looks like once you guys finish setting all of it up. Alright, so once you guys finish setting up the product, this is basically what it actually looks like. Let me bring it a little bit closer to show you guys what it actually looks like. So here is another point of view of what the product looks like. So we guys want to put 2 chairs on this side or 2 chairs on the other side. You can definitely set it up however you guys want to. But I'm actually put the camera back on the table and show you guys what it actually looks like when you guys actually use it. Alright, so this is basically what the product looks like once you guys fully set it up. If you can see, it definitely looks pretty nice. And the way how they design the corner right here is kind of sharp. So you probably want to get like those protection on the corner. So that way you don't have to worry about hurting yourself or whatever by accident, because it is pretty sharp in the corners. But I definitely love the fake marble design right here. It feels really nice. When you guys feel the quality on here, it definitely feels like a sturdy product right here. And if you guys want to move the table around, it's really easy to move it around. Same thing for the chair as well. You just lift it up like this. And for the table, if you guys want to drag it, you can drag it with no issue in the bottom because it won't scratch the floor. Or if you guys want to lift it up, it's really easy to lift it up as well. Here is another point of view of what the product looks like when you guys fully set it up. So we have the 2 chair option right here, and then we have the table option right here. If you can see, it definitely looks pretty nice. But basically, once you guys fully set the product, this is basically what the product looks like. So you basically get 2 stools right here. You basically get one of these tables right here that you can use like a dining table. But that is basically everything that's on the product. Now to unboxing and test the product, now to answer the question of whether or not it's actually worth it or not. So for this table set right here, I would definitely have to say that it is pretty worth it. If you guys are trying to look for a table that is easy to set up and also has that kind of marble design on here, if you guys are trying to look for a table set that has all of that on here, then this is definitely super worth it. But then obviously for those guys who don't want or don't need one or haven't one of these, then obviously don't buy one and save the money for something else actually do need. So that's basically everything for this video itself. If you guys like this video, make sure to smash that like button in the bottom. That will definitely help this video out, and it will definitely help with the algorithm as well to promote more videos for you guys so you guys can see more of the videos or similar videos as well. But as always, make sure to stay positive, be you, and I'll see you guys in the next episode of Is It Worth It? Peace.